Welcome back, everybody. This is Intelligence Mod. I'm Clint.
And I'm Theo.
And quick, just bookkeeping stuff right in the beginning. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, check us out on social media, and all of that. And then to get into the good stuff, the meat of the video, why you're here, truly. We're doing RPGaDay, and it is the 27th. And today's prompt was Favour, and I thought today's prompt could be totally done with garnering favor with your GM or your DM or your storyteller,
The
whatever
person
version
behind the screen.
whatever version of that they call it in their game, because Dungeon Master is kind of like trademarked by D&D. So Ted, you could talk about how to garner it or the act of garnering favor.
Food. I am very simple as a GM, DM, person behind the screen. Food. Food will definitely make me not kill you in the game. Sometimes, but primarily food. Drinks. If you're ordering drinks like that, it's usually helpful. I If a player also goes out of the way to help like a brand new player to the game and things like that, they'll go out of their way. That'll usually make you look favorably upon them. And sometimes when I'm just rolling dice, make it look like I'm rolling, but I'm really just like, who was going to get hit today kind of moment. The imaginary dice might work in your favor a little bit more. But yeah, those are in some ways. Bribery is always an acceptable practice for this kind of thing. That's where the food comes in. Other than that, just being a decent person, please. Like, just be a decent person. That's like the one way to gain or garner favor. I really don't have much else. Like, I saw the question and the answer was food.
Yeah, that's always a good one. Like bringing food, pitching in for food, or any of
Helping
that stuff
people
is.
out who, yeah, helping people out who do not have the means to do the pitching.
I don't really give a whole bunch for, like, oh, I bribed the GM with like a Dr. Pepper. It's just for 5th edition because it has a version of it. Here, have an inspiration. Like, it's a simple thing. Do something cool, because I try to use inspiration. I haven't, because we've moved to virtual, so I don't have my little fancy coins to give. But yeah, I've moved more to just giving out inspiration or some form of little boost to rolls, because I'm never the idea of like bribe the GM so they don't kill you. Like, I'm not ever going out of my way to kill a player, because that's just annoying, because then I'm down a whole person, and it's just frustrating. But maybe fudging stuff. I normally fudge death crap more often anyway, especially if I'm going to raffle stomp people. I try not to kill everybody. I'll let people get away with more stuff, more weird, dumb ideas, giving them at least a chance to roll a dice, and especially if it's something random, it's like, sure, a 14 will be enough to do whatever they're trying to do. But I never really deal with being bribed, because there's really no reason to bribe me. I'm pretty loose with letting people do whatever they want, as long as it's at least within the rule set.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So normally it's one of those more things of like, I'll bring Ted something occasionally. And that's just because I normally, well, if I'm going to get a drink, I usually get Ted something anyways. It's one of those like, hey, I know you're about to spend a whole lot of time and expend a whole lot of brain power to run a game. Have some caffeine, knowing full well that that will probably reciprocate back from another GM. Here, I know you're about to put in a ton of work. Here's something for you.
Or my favorite part here, have some caffeine because you have a fuck ton of driving before and after game to still do.
Yeah. Usually it's, I don't know, I think
Oh my god, I no longer have to do that. I just realized. Sorry.
yeah, well, unless you're going to drive to freaking Michigan and California to go
No,
with
I
other
meant for when we
people.
go back to playing in person because I'm not gonna have that person in games anymore, so I no longer have to go drive them.
No, that's true. Um we Yeah, like our game, my game, it's run at my apartment, and normally the way to garner, I guess that way of garnering favors, everyone brings a bit of food, because we normally potluck every time. That's a good way of like garnering some sort of favors. Bring something. Either bring something that we need to so we can make food like tacos or like pizzas or whatever, or like huck $5 because it's expensive feeding everybody. That's a good way to just like garner favor with your group in general. Heck, do that. Bring sodas for everybody. It'll be everybody's favorite person. I think there's much more to that because yeah, I'm not a GM that you should bribe. I feel that
Yeah.
if you're a GM that feels you that if you're playing in a game with a GM you feel should be bribed so your character survives, like I don't know if I'd want to play with that kind of GM in a long-term campaign, but whatever. That's how I game. It's their table if they want to run it the way they want. Yeah, I'll be it. We'll just go on to the next day. It'll be finally Friday. Um, yeah. So remember to do all that stuff I mentioned in the beginning, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, we will.